Lemieux had 16 in 15 games. Hat picks. I don't think I've ever worn a hat for the hat picks video, and this has just occurred to me. Existential crisis. Should we shoot the rest of the video? Hi everyone, welcome to Steve's Hat Picks. This is where I look at the best plays from the NHL over the past week. And we're gonna look at some saves, some goals, and then a love letter to Logan Couture. Have I mentioned that the Rask for Raycroft trade was bad? Bruins fans will probably say it was pretty good. Here's an example of it being pretty good over a decade later in Game 3 against the Carolina Hurricanes. Robbing them, watch this.
Head up, passes back to the blue line, Slavin. Walks the line, takes the shot, deflected through. What a save by Rask. Rebound, he stopped that too. Incredible saves by Tuukka Rask. Watch this save right there. Vogel just not able to elevate it. Williams shoots it back into Tuukka Rask. 2-3 incredible opportunities. Look at this stop. The first one and then the second one. The third one without his stick, and then the fourth one from a horrible angle.
Man, the initial save is probably good enough to get into Steve's hat picks this week. But look at all the, what was it, 2, 3, 4? Little side thing from this. Justin Williams sort of got into trouble in the first period of this game. Look at him just digging at Charlie McAvoy. The playoffs where murder is legal. The Bruins obviously have some great players. There's that three-headed monster up front, David Pastrnak, Brad Marchand, the perfect human being that is Patrice Bergeron. But if the Bruins do the thing, and they are only a few wins away from doing the thing, Tuukka Rask has gotta be considered for the Conn Smythe. To me, he's a lock right now. He's got a .939 save percentage through Game 3 of the third round series against the Hurricanes. And let me be clear, that's 94% of the shots he faces over the whole playoffs that he stopped. That sentence was out of order, like I'm Yoda or something, but it's true. And his real save percentage, I'm gonna go with saves that matter, is probably even better. Because there's been a couple times in these playoffs, at least once in this series, when the Bruins were up big and then the other team, maybe gets 1 or 2 back late in the third. When the game is on the line, when the Bruins are down 1, tied, or up 1, he's nearly unbeatable, and he's only getting better. I don't see any fatigue. Do you see any fatigue on this play? That, Tuukka, is a hat pick, a flurry of hat picks. For our next hat pick, we have St. Louis Blues defenseman Colton Parayko rushing the puck up the ice, and
Parayko, now he turns it over to Meier. Meier, he's in, scores! And they've turned them all into 3 goals. There's the turnover by Parayko. The first goal of the game was Pietrangelo. And Meier with another great individual effort. We saw Ryan O'Reilly in here. You're going to give me the puck and give me some time, and he blows right by. That's just the speed of these San Jose Sharks. And this is speed that I don't think St. Louis has seen.
that would be a dang it if this wasn't such a hat pick. And if you watch both, you know that makes sense. Colton Parayko going for the clean zone exit, but Logan Couture, stop me if you've heard that name before, swats at his stick and creates the turnover. Timo Meier says, thank you very much. Chips the puck to himself, burns everybody, runs up on Jordan Binnington like, hey Rook, watch this. Two-handed Forsberg. That is nasty, nasty, nasty. Maybe the best goal of the playoff. Well, it's in the conversation. We've seen some good goals on Steve's hat picks. But there's a few things here. One, it's a disgusting goal. Two, is there anything Logan Couture can't do? And number three, I remember back to training camp when the Sharks initially got Erik Karlsson from Ottawa. And when people were looking at the return that Ottawa got for Karlsson, one of the first things I saw so many people talking about, how did Ottawa not manage to get Timo Meier out of that deal? You think the Sharks are happy that they kept him? That really is having your cake and eating it too. They have Meier and Karlsson on the team right now. And would you look at that? They're 6 wins shy of the cup. That is a hat pick. And it is also finally out of the way so I can just write a love letter to Logan Couture. He's done so many amazing things in these playoffs. He's done so many amazing things since the last hat picks video that we shot. I don't even know where to start, so I suppose I'll do it with this shorty. Oh my goodness.
On the power play, here comes Couture. Short-handed, Logan Couture! Scores! he doesn't like this, but again, he's readable. You could tell, everyone in the building could tell he was going to his left, and so did Logan Couture. I mean, body language was telegraphing it. This guy has been in a lot of big games in his career, not just with the Blues, with Team Canada. He's such a great player. He got knocked down in game 1, and then Nyquist fed Couture on the goal, and Couture gets him again here.
Oh, but then there's him tying up the game with like a minute left here.
Here's Burns. Burns into the corner, centering pass, they bang away, and it is in. The Sharks say it's in.
Couture, and it's a tip from Pavelski off the stick, and then the battle for it.
And then there's this goal.
Picked up, here's Meyer. Meyer's shot into a crowd, rebound, scores! On the backhand, it is in. And Logan Couture, just like he promised, is on the board.
And this one.
Back into the corner, here's Couture, walking out, shoots, scores! What a goal by Logan Couture!
This one!
Erik Karlsson, across, Couture scores!
As long as we're talking about the Conn Smythe conversation, Tuukka Rask over there in Boston, Logan Couture has got to be the guy in San Jose. I don't think it's close. In 16 playoff games so far, the dude has 14 goals. And he's got 6 assists too, so it's not like he's not passing it. But if I was him, I wouldn't. Everything's going in. Look at this ridiculousness. Look at this tweet. Just look at this ridiculousness. Since 2010, Alex Ovechkin has 50 playoff goals. Just 2 goals behind him, Logan Couture. Logan Couture is the second most playoff goals since 2010, which I have already told you in a previous video, but the thing is, he didn't stop scoring after I said that. He's been scoring more and more, and now he's just 2 back of Ovechkin, and who knows, he might pass him by the time, he's probably gonna pass him by the next video. There's a decent likelihood he does that. He's 4 back of the NHL record for playoff goal scoring by, is that even true? Gretzky must have beaten that. Most goals Gretzky ever scored in a playoff was 17. No. I have to see that with my own eyes. That's a lie. It has to be a lie. Nah, that can't be right. Oh, what the That guy had 47 points one year. Get the Lemieux had 16 in 15 games. And check this. Logan Couture is only 4 goals shy of Joe Sakic, who had 18 goals in one playoffs. That is the record for goals in a single playoffs by a center. I'm gonna repeat that for you. 18 goals is the record for the most goals in a single playoff by a center. And I know what you're thinking to yourself. You're thinking all the things I just screamed at Drew off camera. There's no way that's right. Mario Lemieux was the center. Gretzky was the center. What are you talking about? The most Gretzky ever had in a single playoff was 17. The most Lemieux ever had was 16. Granted, Lemieux had 16 in 15 games. It's just goofy. I guess that's one of the side effects of your team steamrolling all the others. It's a little easier when you're the San Jose Sharks and you still haven't won a cup. Poor guys. Explain the Avalanche then. That's bananas. And it's even more ridiculous that Logan Couture has a legitimate chance of beating that before the Stanley Cup final. The Sharks could get eliminated before the Stanley Cup final and he still might break the record or at least tie it. Sorry, I'm planting my flag there. This is a truly remarkable playoff run by Logan Couture. We are not just seeing, oh, it's very good. It's not just good. It's not just Conn Smythe worthy. It might just be record breaking. That is a hat pick, and I have a feeling we are not done talking about Logan Couture in these playoffs, man. Wow. So that is it for this week's edition of Steve's Hat Picks. What did you think? Did we get them all? Did we get all the good ones? Oh, I know we didn't. That's why the comment box is down below, so you can yell at me. Yell at me specifically. Steve, sorry in advance. Anyway, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Logan Couture, man.